Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So, wanted to talk about server NAP, breaking it. What sort of compensation do you give? I want you guys to be an arbitrator, sort of. So, something happened on our server recently. There's been a few incidences, and basically, we couldn't come to an agreement, so I offered to the other team, hey, I'll make a video. Let's see what my audience thinks, and I'll let them be the arbitrator. They actually refused, which I think is a huge mistake, and they're going to regret when we see the comments, because I think that my audience is very generous and very most I would think are from NAP type servers and would have a good opinion on this. So anyways, we'll talk about three incidences, and the reason we'll talk about three incidences is because two of them will give us an idea of what sort of compensation has been given on the server in the past, and then we'll talk about the specific incident now and what you guys think is a fair compensation. Before we get into that, I received a sad email from a subscriber. They said on their server they had a young lady take her life, and they think it might have been related to mental health in gaming, and we all know how stressful Evony can be, so they have given me a Word document to put in the description of the video, and if you guys could take a moment to fill it out, they're doing some research on it and help them out. Also, if you want to just discuss all things Evony, join my Discord description or the link to the channel is in the description to the video. There are all sorts of services available there, including one that will help you find everything on the map. All right, so let's look at the different compensations that have happened in the last couple of weeks, and maybe that'll help give you an idea of what sort of stuff should be awarded here or not, or maybe they don't matter and the incident at hand, it's all isolated incidences and they should be addressed differently. So the one on the left here, he was playing at a temple in SVS. This is an active player in SVS. It wasn't a bubble drop. He came back, and before bubbling again, he decided to hit a bunch of dead keeps for resources, and the player on the right zeroed him. We asked for compensation, and they refused and said the player on the right is a hero and saved the server from losing points in SVS. Keep in mind, we lose every SVS by about 4 billion points. So, and we were actually this one, I think we were already conquered at this point, and we were not going to be winning, whether that factors into it or not. Then we have another one. So Cyber Sid, this is the central figure in today's video, so we'll get to his report in a minute. But Cyber Sid has a teammate here, Dammy, and what Dammy did a week ago, he removed his alt from this alliance, changed the name, and actually, wait, I shouldn't say that. That's jumping to conclusions. So another player on server was emptying their alt, and Dammy's alt left the alliance, changed its name, stole a gold Korea. Then 12 hours later, because we have player IDs, we figured out who it was. He then said he was hacked and had no idea and returned the gold Korea sub, and then he gave 300 stamina. So let's not get confused. It was this 3 times 100, not 300 times 100. 600 gems and a purple castle decoration. We said that wasn't enough. They said he already returned the sub, no damage was done. He said he was hacked. It wasn't even him. We obviously felt that just for the respect of the NAP, people need to know they can't do this sort of stuff. So we felt telling the server that, hey, you can steal subs and the only punishment is 300 stamina. That's just not good. People need to know that this will, be costly. So someone else on server stepped up and paid a little bit more for him from a different alliance, but it wasn't him. And he only admitted it because he got caught with player IDs. Otherwise, that, in my opinion, the Korean sub would still be on the other city. Now, whether those matter to Cyber Sid's case or not, that's up to you. Let me know in the comments what you think. So let's look at Cyber Sid's incident. So this is a 3-year-old server. Cyber Sid is K34. To us, we think it's a factor because it's, about how serious a player the person is and do they help the server in any way. So Sun TQ, he also was hacked, albeit a little differently. He said his friend took his phone out of his hand and decided to attack someone. He immediately said sorry and offered to discuss compensation. So Sun TQ, probably about 15th best city on the server, somewhere around there, 12 to 15. So someone who does contribute, does join rallies to defend throne, that sort of stuff. May not matter. This PHX Alliance has said that all is irrelevant. CyberSid was attacked during NAP and he deserves compensation. So let's take a look at what's going on here. We'll look at the troops that CyberSid lost. So variety of troops. Some died, some went to the Holy Palace. So they wrote up a spreadsheet, and very nice, good work. Total wounded, total Holy Palace, siege killed and wounded. So they wanted resource for the siege because he doesn't have gems to repair them. So that's what factors into their request of 5 billion food, 8.7 billion stone, 7.6 billion wood, and 9.5 billion ore, for a grand total of 30.9 billion. They actually at one point even asked for traps to be replaced, but eventually dropped that request. We said, this is a crazy amount. This is really, really high. They said, hey, that's the bill. Like, that's what it costs. Sun TQ, you know, he has to take better care of his phone and not let his friends grab it. So we said, no, that's too high. And we countered with, we said, we will pay the hospital bill, but not the siege and not the Holy Palace. So we counted, it was probably just over $1 billion that we were offering. And they have since come down and said, okay, we'll do 22 billion. That sounds more fair because Sid has poor technology and that impacted some of the medical prices and the Holy Palace prices. But after that, they said 22, that's the final offer. We have said, no, that's not even close. We're willing to negotiate more. But how do you come to a decision there, right? Like when one side says, no, this is what we're offering, and the other says, no, this is what you have to pay, but there's no way to really make someone pay. So we can't ask anyone on server because like people are friends, people have different allegiances, like it's gonna be a biased opinion, right? So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do the past incidences affect future compensation? Or are they all isolated incidences? CyberSid was wronged and he should receive his full 31 billion in compensation. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.